Hello and welcome to another video of mine. It's Kemal AA and this is another Chelsea transfer news video for you guys, where I'll keep you guys up to date with all the latest Chelsea news. And Thomas Tuchel has just conducted his first ever press conference for Chelsea. It was ahead of the Burnley game, which will take place on Sunday midday lunchtime 12 PM at home at Stamford Bridge. But it wasn't a usual press conference. It was all about his thoughts on Chelsea, his thoughts on the squad, what he wants long term. His ambitions, his desires. He was asking about a few players. We'll be delving into all of his press conference, but that will be on the second part of this video. The first part, I want to speak about David Alaba and Erling Haaland links. Some big news stories broken by Sky Sports saying that the two top targets this summer for Chelsea is going to be David Alaba and of course Erling Haaland. I'll be delving into all of that in a moment, but before I do, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's get straight into today's news daily video for you guys. Now, starting off, broken by Sky Sports, and they're saying the Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland and Bayern Munich defender David Alaba are on the radar of Chelsea this summer. Now, as you read further into the article, they don't delve into much more detail. There is much detail. I have given you guys more of an exclusive. I have given you guys a lot of detail regarding Erling Haaland in the past few weeks on this channel, and same with David Alaba. Now, David Alaba is a strange one because I spoke about him on yesterday's News Daily, and it looked as if he had already signed a pre-contract agreement with Real Madrid already. So honestly, this was really surprising, the fact that Chelsea is still in the race. Now, Chelsea definitely in the race. We're interested for him, but so are many other clubs. Liverpool being one of them, for Fabrizio Romano's confirmed. Real Madrid, of course, is his dream club. So those are three known clubs, and I believe there's another couple of others that are unknown. But there are multiple clubs in for him, and who wouldn't be? He's a world-class defender who's versatile. He can play in the midfield, you can play left-back, centre-back, and he's in the prime of his career, 28 years of age, European champion. Who wouldn't want David Alaba? But of course, Real Madrid is a club that he dreams about. It's a club that he wants to go to. So everyone had the assumption that him going to Real Madrid was a done deal. However, apparently that's not the case, hence why Chelsea are interested. Now, the reason why Chelsea are back in the race for him is because of the signing of Thomas Tuchel. The fact that we got Thomas Tuchel as a manager now makes us more of an attractive proposition for the likes of David Alaba's entourage and David Alaba as a player. So again, it doesn't make us favourites, but what it does do is it increases our chances of actually securing the player this time. And David Alaba is definitely a possibility. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that we're favourites or we're definitely signing him. I'm not saying that, and we're far from that. However, we do have a chance, and the beauty of this deal is the fact that he is in the final year of his contract. He's rejected multiple contract offers from Bayern Munich. Of course, he doesn't want to be there anymore. He wants to move on. He wants a new experience, new challenge. And of course, the fact that he's a free agent means that it's going to cost us absolutely nothing. Only the fact that it's going to be a massive signing on fee because he is a free agent, massive agent fees, big signing on bonus, and of course a large salary. But again, he's a world-class defender. He has the right to claim those type of wages and make those type of money demands. Now, my thoughts, opinions on if we want David Alaba. For me, we need him. We need a lot of experience in that back line. We've got the likes of Kurt Zouma, Christensen. I don't believe Rudiger is good enough for the long term. We've got Chilwell, who's relatively young. We've got the likes of Reece James. We've got a very inexperienced back line. I know we've got Azpilicueta and Thiago Silva. And looks like Thiago Silva will be extending his contract, especially with the arrival of Thomas Tuchel. But we have a very inexperienced back line. And adding someone like David Alaba, the quality with his age, his experience, his know-how, and the fact that he can play multiple positions, so we do have any injuries, he can fill in at the centre-back, left-back. For me, this is a no-brainer. I think that even if he commands £200,000 a week, I think it needs to get done because he's a world-class defender who will elevate our defence to new levels, in my personal opinion. I think David Alaba is a player that we need to sign. But what do you guys think? I'm interested to see what you guys think. Do you want to see David Alaba at Chelsea? If not, give me your reasons to why you don't want to see him. And do you think Chelsea have a good chance of signing him? That's another thing we need to know. Again, as I would still put Real Madrid above us in terms of being the favourite to sign him, because Real Madrid is a club that he dreamt of as a boy. But you can't rule out Chelsea. You can never rule out Chelsea. We are a gargantuan institution. We like to make things difficult, but we are a top club at the end of the day. We play in the Premier League, a very attractive league as well. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see in that one. But moving on to Erling Haaland again. Now, Erling Haaland, of course, he is Chelsea's top priority for this summer. However, his release clause cannot be activated in the summer, so we have to negotiate directly with Borussia Dortmund themselves. And we'll have to wait and see. Of course, many clubs are going to be interested for him. But the logical thinking, the financial reasoning as to why Chelsea want to sign him this summer instead of the summer after, when his release clause is active, is that the fact that a lot of clubs, due to the coronavirus pandemic, is still hit hard financially and they won't be able to afford Haaland. Because let's be serious now, Haaland will cost upwards of £100 million. That's without a shadow of a doubt. You know, he's a clinical, world-class goal scorer. He's only 20 years of age. He's an absolute monster machine, a clinical beast. He really is. His link-up play, his physicality, he's man-made for the Prem. Of course, with Erling Haaland, it will cost of upwards of £100 million because you have to negotiate directly with Dortmund. He's arguably their best player, of course, and his release clause is not activated. You can't activate it. So I think that if we are going to spend big, it's going to be on Erling Haaland this summer. And it all depends if Thomas Tuchel approves it. Does Thomas Tuchel want Erling Haaland at the club? That's another thing. Erling Haaland is more of a club signing, if I may say so myself. But again, who would say no to Haaland? He's arguably one of the best strikers in Europe right now, and he's only 20 years of age. Again, like I said, many clubs in for him: Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man United, Man City. Man City is a club that we need to worry about though, because of course Gabriel Jesus is not hitting form. He doesn't look like the answer for Man City. And Aguero is ageing and looks like he will be leading on a free this summer. So Man City are going to be in the hunt for a striker. I think that's our main competitor, but I think that Chelsea have a fantastic chance to sign this summer. And I'd love to see Erling Haaland at Chelsea. But what do you guys think? Do you want to see Haaland at Chelsea? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But let's get into the final piece of news for this news early video, and that is on the press conference that Thomas Tuchel has just conducted as I record this video, stating that Thomas Tuchel is in very, very good spirits. That's not what he said himself, but that's the view that I got personally. I think that, you know, he was smiling, he was laughing, he looks happy, positive vibes. It was good. So now, he made some comments. I'm going to read them now. I'm going to give you guys the highlights of it. He was asked about the success, and Thomas Tuchel said, "This club made it very clear Chelsea is about results. We always try to bring performance, develop players, improve players, increase their value, as well as strong performances." He said, "In the end, I am very realistic. I am a club whose DNA is to win. I am here to challenge for every trophy we play for. This year it is the Champions League, the FA Cup. For the Premier League, it is not so realistic." He was then asked about transfers. He said, no gaps to fill, but it is hard for me to judge right now with the situation. I am very happy with what I've seen so far. N'Golo Kante came back today, so we have 22 players and a goalkeeper. He was then asked on the backlash of the Frank Lampard sacking. He said, "This club made it very clear to me that it is not my fault. I cannot change the situation for him. The decision was made and I was handed the opportunity." Personally, what I found was a fantastic touch was what he said in the press conference, saying that Frank Lampard actually sent him a message wishing him well this morning and was offered to meet when possible. That's really nice to see. Very classy from Frank Lampard. It's good that they have a good bond. That's quite important as well. Of course, Frank Lampard is a legend. And then he said on the backlash, he said, "I don't know, I hope not, because that would be hard on the team. The fans are so close and behind the team. It makes a big difference." And then afterwards, he then talked about the fact that he was asked that we have big ambition. He said, myself, I have the biggest ambitions. I'm excited about the team and the structure of the club. The first few days have been amazing. I know everyone expects results, but I do myself. He said it was the opportunity of one of the biggest clubs in the world, in the most competitive league in the world. We felt like it should absolutely not miss a chance to join the Chelsea family. It was a pretty easy choice. Now, again, that is pretty much wrapping up the press conference on that part. He was asked about the German influences. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not the biggest disadvantage in this moment. I love to work with guys from the academy, and we have a lot of Chelsea boys here in the squad that will push to the limits. He said challenging over taking over mid-season. Due to the COVID situation, we have social distancing rules. So at the moment, we are using 3 changing rooms for our team. A big challenge. We miss the fans and the energy, but we also miss, crucially, a special atmosphere and bond on a daily basis. And that is pretty much wrapping up the press conference that Thomas Tuchel had. Many positive things to say. The future is bright. The future is very bright for this club. I'm so excited. I'm honestly so excited for this football club. There is so much to look forward to. And honestly, I believe deep down in my heart, we can build a dynasty. We can build long-term with Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea have never hired a long-term manager in the Roman Abramovich era. That's just well known. And Thomas Tuchel has never been at a club for more than 2.5 years. So, from a logical point of view, this should be an accident waiting to happen. You know, he should be sacked very soon. But I just feel as though this time, I think he will be our first long-term manager, and I really hope that he will be our most successful manager, bringing us titles, trophies, results, you know, fantastic style of football, brand of football. I think Thomas Tuchel will open up the door in the club. I think the fans will build a special bond with Tuchel, and that's exactly what I want the fans to do. I want the fans to back Tuchel, have that special bond. I'll certainly be backing him. My manager. I absolutely love Thomas Tuchel. I adore him. Very classy guy. Very humble, very classy. He knows what he's talking about, goes into tactical detail. He's very fair with everyone, gives everyone a clean slate. I I've got big hopes. I think this is the first time we're going to build a dynasty with Thomas Tuchel. I think the club are also fed up of this hiring, sacking merry-go-rounds. They want to build long term. Tuchel, I believe, wants to build long term. He's wanted the Chelsea job for quite a few years now. This is the time to build a dynasty. This is the time where we go forward as a Chelsea football club, as an institution. This is where we elevate. This is where Thomas Tuchel takes us at the next level that Frank Lampard couldn't. To that elite, upper echelons of football, like securing a Champions League, a Premier League. This is where it begins now. The hard work begins now, but this is where the fortress begins. And Thomas Tuchel, welcome to Chelsea. We adore you very much, and hopefully you'll be here for the long term. But yeah, that is me wrapping up the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.